Submission and weakness are not synonymous with each other, but through colonial patriarchy, they have become synonymous with one another. And unfortunately, a lot of men are very happy for you to just be weak. They don't want a truly submissive woman. They just want a weak woman. It's just, I think submissive sounds better. But they're more than happy. The reason I bring up colonial patriarchy, which I believe is a term I came up with, I haven't heard anyone else speak about this, is because if you understand through the colonizer's lens, the woman has been perverted, the woman has been reduced, and devalued, just purely for the purpose of rearing, and then of course the undercurrent of pedophilia that runs through the colonizers, and it's proven in their beauty standards. So therefore, because they want this infantilized woman, this childlike woman, this woman who she can't go through life on her own, she can't figure things out, she will fail without a man, not because she is actually incompetent because of her biology, but because she's not educated, she's not been given the resources, the tools to navigate life on her own, to adult on her own, nor has she been held responsible or been taught to value her autonomy, her agency. These women are fractured, and then they're taken into the home to build something whole. How can you build something whole if you're fractured? How can you be of value if you are fractured? And that's why, even whilst I'm using a biblical reference of the Proverbs 31 woman, I'm not a Christian, but because that is an older text, but it shows a woman who is much more than just I bear kids and take care of my husband. Those are beautiful things, but it shows a woman in her fullness. A woman who is whole, a woman who is capable and able. And we know that the book is black, right? So that's why I say it's the introduction of the colonizer's mentality that makes women unable to maneuver life on their own. And so you're seeing this U-turn women are making. You're seeing this U-turn women are making back into the arms of men. And unfortunately, it's not because they see the beauty in submission. It's because they're weak and incapable. They've gone into society. You've given them feminism without responsibility. So you've given them this freedom without responsibility. And what do? They squander it. They go out into society and they make a fool of themselves. They make so many mistakes. They break their own hearts. They follow terrible advice. And then eventually now they're making that U-turn back into trad wife, soft life. And so that submission isn't true submission. It's performative because I want to be covered, because I don't know what else to do with myself. And I think that's sad, because if that's the reason for you forming a family, rather than I see the beauty of the commitment, the beauty of the program, the beauty of the structure and the order. No, you're doing it because you don't know what else to do. So you're coming into the dynamic fractured. I think that's really problematic. This is the consequences. This is the reality of when you give people freedom. It's like the prodigal son. You're coming back home because you messed up. You don't know what to do with your life. You come back home into the arms of a man and you say, oh, you know what? I messed up. So most women are not fulfilled whether they are in the home with children up under a man, nor are they fulfilled when they're outside independently. Why are they not fulfilled? Because they haven't self-actualized. They haven't come into the knowledge of self. They are not aware of who they are. They haven't done that work. They haven't gotten to know themselves. They have too many voices in their head. They have no identity. So that's why either way, you're seeing the negative aspects of the girl who is super independent or the girl who is super interdependent. Not because any of those lifestyles are inherently wrong. It's the person and the lack of work they have done on themselves. Women avoid the work. They live to avoid the work. And these dynamics are they are only proving that women are not doing the work. And society enables that so it can serve. So ultimately, women still end up right back under men. I'm not against being under a man, but I'm against being under a man because you don't know what else to do. That's that's a recipe for disaster.